Buddy, it's your boy Xavier Scratch back at it again with another video. As you saw by the title of this video, it's different. It's a theory video. A theory that isn't like what game theory does. It's something that kind of connects series a series of items that don't really connect other than one thing, and that is hell. And I just thought I'd bring it up because just recently the second episode of Helluva Boss dropped. And in that time, people were starting to dissect everything that went on, like every single frame, like how they could read everything and stuff like that. And it just got me to start thinking about the other things that have appeared in other hell related media, specifically Hell of a Boss, Hazbin Hotel, and of course, Helltaker. Why is Helltaker in this? Well, I'll let you know why Helltaker is in here. It's because of the characters that are in all the characters in each series pertain to a certain sin. Mainly, both Hazbin Hotel and Helltaker have Lucifer and everything and every other demon and what they actually, how they're actually portrayed. Lucifer and Hazbin Hotel, who has yet to make a true appearance outside of a framed picture that Charlie has in her hotel, seems to be arrogant and prideful of what he does because he's always smiling. And Lucifer in Helltaker is shown to be really prideful of what she does and how she runs hell and everything. And in the latest Hell of a Boss episode, episode 2, Lululand, when Robo Fizzaroli talks about how Lululand is a literal ripoff of Lucifer's Lulu World, and that is Lulu as in Lulu, not Lulu as in Loo. And if you pause the frame where Fizzaroli is talking about as to how they're able to get away with this without copyright infringement, you can see Mammon, one of the names of one of the seven princes who would become one of the seven deadly sins known as greed. And throughout all of the episode of Lululand, you can see that greed is the main driving point. Like, there's a part in the episode where Millie and Moxie head to a carnival attraction, and Moxie spending all this money on a game just to get a thing for Millie, and he spends out so much money that the carnival caretaker or whatever, the game host or whatever they're called, carnies, I believe is the right term I'm looking for, shows as to how much money he just made off of Moxie because he ripped Moxie off. And another one of the seven deadly sins that is portrayed in these three series that's all hell related is Modius or Modeus or however people want to pronounce her name in Hazbin Hotel, because one of the seven deadly sins, lust, the owner of that is as Modius or as Madius or whatever it is. And you can tell that Modeus or Modius is really lustful because she gets aroused by every little thing. He thinks holding hands is disgusting, and she wants you all to herself. And another driving point that really shows that she's the embodiment of lust is all the little hearts in her hair and her eyes whenever something lewd happens. And I just really think that something like that is really interesting to take a look at. I mean, I'm I know this sounds like every other theory video, but I really think that these stories and these characters in both series, whether it be the Hazbin and Helluva series or the Helltaker series, which is just a short little indie game made for fun, whereas Hazbin Hotel and Helluva Boss are more directed towards being a full-blown series, and with the characters that have been brought up so far, like Lucifer, Lilith, Mammon, and other characters, it's going to be a possibility that Vivzipop's going to add in the rest of the seven deadly sins, like Satan and everyone else that portrays the other seven deadly sins. I'm not sure how she's going to do these other characters and what they're going to look like and how they're going to be or act. But from what we've seen in Lululand, Mammon, and therefore Fizzaroli are nothing but greedy
Baba Booey.
who just want nothing but just money, no matter what. So, I think it's really interesting to know that these writers and creators of these series have really looked a bit more into the lore of as to how the seven deadly sins were created and everything else, and why they chose the names for certain characters. But then again, Lucifer has always been the staple. Lucifer, well, yeah, Lucifer and Satan have always been the staple of hell, no matter what, in any form of media. But if, but hey, that's just a theory, a hell theory. And if you guys did enjoy this video about me talking about why I think there's going to be a lot more lore uncovered in the Hazbin and Helluva series, please be sure to strip the flesh off that subscribe button, like the fuse on the bell to get notified whenever I post up a new video, and I'll see you in the next video.